Next week marks the first anniversary of Beyond the Gates. The newest CBS soap premiered on February 24th, 2025, to much fanfare, billboards, and soap fans rooting for its success. Since premiering, the show has been named one of the best shows of 2025. It recently received NAACP Image Award and Writers Guild of America Award nominations, and has carried out crossovers with its sister soaps, The Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. And another major Y&R crossover is coming up this summer. The week of February 23rd to 27th, BTG unloads a huge guest star appearance from CBS Morning's co-host, Gayle King. She'll be on hand to presumably interview the most famous articulate, Anita Dupree. After this week's events, Anita decides to go public with her cancer diagnosis, and she must feel she needs King's help to do that. In other BTG news, there's a break in Hailey's mugging case, which could be bad news for Bill's wife. Meanwhile, Kat has a proposition for her boyfriend Tomas. That doesn't seem too dramatic for the co-founder of Chelsea Cat. Unfortunately, her interactions with people after that grow more volatile. By the end of the week, she is knee-deep into a particularly vicious confrontation with both Leslie and Eva. Will someone help this toxic trio de-escalate the situation? Monday, February 23rd, episode number 235. Anita's, Tamara Tunie, decision to go public with her cancer diagnosis puts her in front of special guest star Gayle King. There's a break in Hailey's mugging case. June, Jasmine Burke, gives Joey, John Lindstrom, a valuable tip. Samantha, Nudja Jackson, struggles to balance life and school. Tuesday, February 24th, episode number 236. Joey pulls some strings and orchestrates an escape in the process. Bill, Timon Kyle Durrett, gets intel that enrages him. Hailey, Marquita Goings, works to meet Lynette's demands. Vanessa, Lauren Buglioli, has a favor to ask of Donnell, Alex Cheeks. Kat, Colby Muhammad, has a proposition for Tomas, Alex Alegria. Wednesday, February 25th, episode number 237. Eva, Amber Michelle, and Leslie, Trisha Mangrant, lock horns over the clinic. While undercover, Jacob, Jiber Horges, runs into a familiar face. Ashley, Jen Jacob, and Shanice, Ernestine Johnson, take a trip down memory lane on Ashley's work anniversary. Derek, Ben Gavin, makes a career decision. Thursday, February 26th, episode number 238. Anita's televised interview about her cancer diagnosis turns into a citywide call to action. Leslie decides to do some promotion of her own. Danny, Karla Mosley, and Andre, Sean Freeman, deal with an unwelcome visitor. Laura's Destiny Love, unsolved accident from a year ago sets Kat off. Naomi, Ariel Pripati, updates Ashley on Jacob moving out. Friday, February 27th, episode number 239. Nicole, Daphnee Duplaix, and Ted, Keith D. Robinson, worry for their daughter. Kat's confrontation with Leslie and Eva escalates. Smitty, Mike Manning, catches up with an old friend. Vanessa bolsters her bestie. Chelsea, Ronnie Rose Montia, and her cousin have a blow-up. Isaiah, Lamy, gets a surprising meeting request, which could alter his relationship with his mother, Leslie, and his place in the community. Additionally, Smitty, Mike Manning, catches up with an old friend on Friday, February 27th, a meeting that could introduce a new face or bring a past character back into the fold just in time for the May sweeps period. The war at home. Kat versus Leslie and Eva. As the comings and goings unfold, the week's most explosive drama belongs to the women of the younger generation. Kat Richardson, Colby Muhammad, is at her breaking point. Still haunted by the unsolved accident involving Laura, Destiny Love, from a year ago, Kat's simmering anger finally boils over. Her confrontations begin on Thursday when the unresolved nature of Laura's accident sends her into a tailspin. By Friday, February 27th, Kat finds herself in an all-out war, engaging in a vicious confrontation with both Leslie and Eva, Amber Michelle. This toxic triangle has been building for weeks, with Eva and Leslie clashing over the clinic and Kat feeling increasingly sidelined. As the fight escalates, Kat's parents, Nicole, Daphnee Duplaix, and Ted, Keith D. Robinson, are left fearing for their daughter's safety and state of mind. This explosive showdown promises to be one of the most memorable scenes of the anniversary week, potentially leading to consequences that will force one of these combatants to leave the social scene, if not the town entirely. With a guest star of Gayle King's magnitude, the emotional return of a family member, and the potential exits of key players in ongoing feuds, Beyond the Gates is delivering an anniversary week that honors its past while charging headlong into a future filled with new drama. Viewers won't want to miss a single moment of the fireworks set to ignite from February 23rd to 27th. Anita makes a bold public move, Kat risks her heart, and Randy's scheme threatens to spiral. Next week on Beyond the Gates, Anita goes public in a big way to spread the word about her cancer diagnosis and educate the masses at the same time. Meanwhile, Kat has a proposition for Tomas. Does he go for it? And Randy scrambles to come up with a plan to solve his and Haley's problem. Here's the video preview for the week of February 23rd to 27th, 2026. Lately, Kat, Colby Muhammad, has been worried that she's playing things too safely. That may be why she brings up an old topic with Tomas, Alex Alegria. "Are you down with us shacking up?" she asks her boyfriend. Unfortunately, the look on his face isn't what one wants to see when proposing something this big. "Because I'm your only option?" No. Tomas understandably doesn't think Kat's request is genuine. He probably thinks she's asking because Chelsea, Ronnie Rose Montilla, is getting married and she may have to find a new place to live. Plus, she said the words shacking up. And when he asked her a while back, she turned him down. We'll see how she responds. Debutante drama. At Orphe Jeans, Chessie Belclair, Madison Alsobrook, Anastasia's, Taimika Soretti, granddaughter, says something petty to Samantha, Naja Jackson. No wonder you can't find a date. Thankfully, Donnell, Alex Cheeks, has returned home from Banneker for a visit. And his mom enlists the college student services to escort Samantha to the upcoming cotillion. "Samantha, I'm sorry I'm late," Donnell says before giving the teen a hug. Chessie doesn't like what she sees. Leslie, Trisha Mangrant, decides to school her daughter. "I'm going to show you how real business is done," she begins. Eva, Amber Michele, who talks about BTG's Season 2, looks skeptical that she will learn any type of lesson. While Eva spends time with her mother, her boyfriend, Isaiah Lamy, crosses paths with his brother. But this isn't an expected run-in. "Isaiah, what the hell are you doing out here?" Jacob, Jiber Horges, wants to know. "I could ask you the same thing," Isaiah responds. Here's why Jacob is shocked to see a sibling. The detective is currently in undercover mode, and he's working on a dangerous assignment, trying to bring down a plasma ring. He's wondering what Isaiah is doing in the area. Meanwhile, Randy Maurice P. Carey is under pressure to find the guy who attacked Haley, Marquita Goings. The problem is there isn't one. It was all a setup to get Bill, Timon Kyle Durrett, to pay more attention to his wife. "That man's not a threat to anyone," Haley observes. "Better him than you," Randy counters. Joey, John Lindstrom, is demanding that Randy cough up a suspect. And instead of turning Haley, Lynette,